Hello everyone, welcome to video lecture. In this module, we will discuss what is reproduction, what are the various methods of reproduction, and what are the different modes of reproduction. Reproduction. It is the process by which living organisms produce new individuals of the same species. Now the question arises, why reproduction is necessary? Reproduction is necessary for continuity of life to maintain the population of the same species. If the organisms don't reproduce, have you ever thought what will happen? Their population will decrease and the species will become extinct. Now, what are the various methods of reproduction? There are two main types of reproduction, sexual and asexual. In asexual reproduction, new individuals are produced from a single parent. And in sexual reproduction, two individuals are involved to produce a new individual. Asexual reproduction is of various types: fission, fragmentation, regeneration, and budding. Fission. Fission means breakdown. When a single organism breaks into two or more individuals, that is known as fission. And fission is of two types: binary fission and multiple fission. Bi means two. An organism splits into two organisms. In this method, an organism divides into two individuals. First of all, the nucleus divides and then cytoplasm and forms two daughter cells. For example, amoeba and paramecium. They reproduce by binary fission. Multiple fission. In this method, an organism divides into many daughter cells. A single nuclei divides into many nuclei and forms a cyst around their body. When the favorable conditions come, the cyst breaks and nuclei comes out and grows into a new individual. Now we will discuss budding. In this method, a bulb-like projection is formed on the body of an organism. The bud then develops into a new individual. It separates from the parent body and forms an independent individual. Yeast and hydra, they reproduces by budding. Now fragmentation. Fragmentation means break into parts. In this method, the body of simple multicellular organism breaks up into smaller pieces on maturation, and each fragment grows into a new organism. For example, Spirogyra, it reproduces by fragmentation. Now we will discuss spore formation. In this method, sporangia produces tiny cells called spores. When the spores come in contact with moist surface, it grows into a new individual. Rhizopus, mucor, penicillium, they grow by spore formation. Now we will discuss what is vegetative propagation or reproduction. Means growing new part, growing new plants from vegetative parts such as root, stem, and leaf are known as vegetative propagation. There are two methods of vegetative propagation: natural method and artificial method. Natural method means growing of new plants from the root, stem, and leaves are known as natural methods, and from cutting, grafting, layering, and tissue culture are known as artificial methods. Now, what is vegetative propagation? In this method, new plants are grown from root, stem, or leaves. This is natural method of vegetative propagation. For example, potato have small buds called eyes. If a part of the potato with an eye is cut and planted in the soil, we can get a new plant. Ginger, if a part of the ginger is planted in the soil, then we can get a new plant. Bryophyllum leaf has buds. If a part of the leaf with bud is planted in the soil, with we can get a new plant. Roots of some plants have special kind of buds called adventitious buds. They grow leafy shoots at the distance away from the parent plant and develop their own roots. They eventually get separated from the parent plant and grow into a new organism. For example, guava, asparagus, and sweet potato. They are grown by this method. Thank you and have a nice day.